Hey guys, HCGChica. I'm here to give you the results of vlcd1 yesterday. This morning I got up and I was down 2.2 pounds, which is pretty exciting considering I only ended up gaining 0.6 on loading. My second round, I gained like 3.8 loading, I think, or 3.6, and I lost 3.4 the next day. So, to lose 3.4 on my first round my second round when I still had almost the same loading weight, and this time to lose 2.2 after only gaining 0.6, I'm already ahead of last round. So that's super exciting. That puts me at 140.4, and that means I've had a total loss of 2.8 because I lost 0.6 after my second loading day. Also, my body fat went down a whole pound to 44 pounds. That's significant also because last round, it took me a few days before I lost any fat. So I think that's also interesting. And then the other thing that's super exciting is that this morning I did the ketone strip and I was already at 80. I've never even seen 80. I didn't do ketones my first round, but my second round I did them for a while, and I kind of just gave up after a while because it never showed anything. And then finally, later I tried it again and it was showing like really light, and that was only for a couple days. So anyway, I have never been in high ketosis, but my ketones were at 80, and that is after only one vlcd day. So that is so exciting to me. So because for me, I am most concerned about losing fat. I don't care about how much I weigh. What I care about is my body fat percent and how much fat I'm losing. So I'm so excited about that. The things that I think contributed to me getting into ketosis that fast are, one, loading on almost no carbs. I loaded only on high fat and high protein. And secondly, my vlcd day yesterday, I did not have any fruits or grissini. I never do the grissini, but this time I also took out fruits, and I am eating extra vegetables though, so I don't mind getting to the 500 calorie. I'm just trying to do it without fruits for the time being. So between those two things, I think that's what did it. Also, as I said before, I did 9 to 10 days of low carb, still high calorie, but low carb previous to starting this round. So anyway, I feel so excited about how well it's starting out. I actually have really good energy, and that is due to the isocort that I take. I think that this protocol can be kind of tough on your body, and this is my third round, and I have adrenal issues as it is, and I think a lot of people out there may have adrenal issues. And HCG, I do think, can make it worse. It's just a lot for your body to go through, and it can be hard on your adrenals. So with that in mind, I think it would be good, if you aren't feeling good on the protocol or you don't feel good after it, to check into any adrenal issues that you may have. You can actually take a cortisol test. It's a saliva test. That you take saliva like 3 or 4 or 5 times in a day, and you send it to this lab, and they test your cortisol levels, and that will tell you if your levels are low or medium or high. So anyway, since I take, and one of the things you can do to alleviate that is by taking isocort, which is a natural form of cortisol, and each tablet has just a little bit, but I'm just taking that every hour or two throughout the main part of the day. And that has been helping my energy tremendously pre-HCG, and now I'm continuing it on here, and it doesn't seem to have hurt my loss the last couple of days, and I have much better energy so far than I did the last 2 rounds. So that might be something to look into for other people as well who have health issues. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. Yesterday I had black tea with stevia. I had 100 grams of cod and asparagus for lunch. I had shrimp and fennel for dinner, and around 10:30 p.m. I was kind of hungry because I didn't really eat that much. So I had some broccoli. I steamed some broccoli, and again, like I said, I did not have any fruits, so I'm not really too worried about having too much vegetables. So I'm not weighing them or anything, because without the fruits, I know I can just have however much vegetables I want, I'm pretty sure. So I slept for 9 hours last night. I did have some hunger yesterday, not a lot. Most of the day actually was mostly fine, just here and there, and then I would eat a little bit of my food and I was fine. Today I actually injected just a little more. I usually inject 150 IUs. That's what has worked for me all last round and half of the first round. So today I actually injected a little bit more just because of the little bit of hunger I had gotten. And for new HCGers, it is normal to be hungry the first 2-3 days. Especially if you've loaded on, you know, higher carb things. It's like such a drastic change. And maybe whatever insulin was put out to bring your blood sugar back down from all the carbs, it's like you might have a hard time the first couple days and be hungry. And that doesn't mean that your dose isn't right. It just takes a few days, you know. So usually after day 3, if you're still hungry, then you might want to think about adjusting your dose. So I'm just kind of mentioning that. But for me personally, I did try increasing my dose just a teeny bit to like 166 I use, and I'm actually more hungry today. I'm having like, it's only 12, and I was having like, I think around 11:30 I was starting to already like get hunger grumblings, and so I had my shrimp. But so I think I better go back to 150 or maybe even a teeny bit lower. So anyway, that's what's going on with me. At the moment I'm taking, the brand of HCG is called Zycog. ZYKOG. I don't actually think it's made anymore. I bought it back in February, and I bought several ampules, and I can't find it now. So it has worked really good for me because none of my rounds have I been hungry. I have always not been hungry at all. So that's why I liked it, because I trusted it. But anyway, I did order some new HCG from All Day Chemist that I'm going to be switching over to, and that brand that I chose this time is called Fertigin. It's F as in Frank, ERTIGYN. And I was just, you know, pretty much if you order from like All Day Chemist or whatever, all of those brands are good brands. I'm sure, you know, any of them would work fine. But I was just doing a little research online of, you know, if any brands people like more than others. Some seem to be a little more potent than others because of people having to adjust their dose based on which brand. And I decided to try the Fertigin because a number of people said that they felt really good taking that brand. They said they felt like really happy and just mentally and emotionally really good. So, and that's always a plus. So anyway, so I'm going to try that when it comes, and I'll let you know if that feels any different from what I'm taking now. Like I said, I inject in my stomach about 150 IUs a day in the morning, and that seems to work good for me for now. So that's my update, and I will let you know how tomorrow goes. I am so excited about the ketone thing. I don't know, I've just never seen that with me, so that is so exciting. So there may be something to this, you know, to this low carb loading. So maybe if anyone else tries it and it works well, let me know. You know, Seattle's Susie actually loaded that way. Unbeknownst to each other, we each had decided separately to do this. I didn't even know who she was before I decided this, and she didn't know who I was. And I saw her vlog, and she ended up loading low carb as well. And she actually lost 5 pounds loading. So that's pretty amazing. But I know she's still probably loaded with fats and everything. So anyway, she seemed to have good results from that. And we're about on the same schedule. I don't know if I got to see what she lost after her first vlcd day yet. But anyway, that's it for me, and I'll check in again soon.